Good morning, children. Today we will continue with the lesson number 16, water. Now let's recall some of the points which we covered in our previous video. We studied about the pollution of water. In that we have seen what are the different substances which are harmful for the living things get mixed in the water and makes the water polluted. Also, we have studied that before wastewater is let into the water bodies, it is processed in many ways to prevent their pollution. And we have seen about the waterworks also. Waterworks means the place where the water is being purified before supplying to the different cities or different towns. And the process involves the different methods, the different steps you can say. The first step is the settling, second filtration, third oxygenation, and the last one chlorination. These steps we have seen in details in the previous video. So these are the different processes which are done at the waterworks for the purification of water. Moving further, we will see the next topic, that is purification of water in our house we can do. The simple household method of water purification. Now children, to purify the water we are using different methods such as boiling of water or using different equipments such as AquaGuard, AquaSure and all that. So we are using those methods for the purification of water. But children, you can also purify the water without using all this thing by using a simple method. Now what is that? Here you need to take a plastic bottle and tie a clean piece of cloth over its mouth. Right? Now cut off the base of the bottle and hold the bottle upside down as it is shown in the figure. Now you can see. Now the first layer you will pour in the bottle is some powdered coal. Now the first layer is the black color which you can see is a powdered coal. That will be termed as the first layer in the bottle. Then you will add fine sand and then lastly the coarse sand to make the three different layers inside the bottle. You can see in the figure. After that, place the bottle on its lower cut off portion. And now you will pour the muddy water or the water which contains some rubbish into it and slowly pour the water into this bottle. Now after pouring the water which will be collecting down, it will be clean water. You can observe that water and you will see that it appears to be clean. But definitely children, we cannot say that it is 100% pure water because it may look clean, the appearance may look clean, but it may contain some of the microorganisms. As we are not boiling the water, we are just filtering in this method. So but then also we can get pure water by this simple household method of water purification. Right? Now children, moving further, we will see the next topic, that is famine. Now what do you mean by famine? In simple words, famine can be termed as extremely scarcity of water and food. Now we know that water evaporates continuously. Continuously water gets evaporated from the sea, from the river, lakes and all that. So in some places where it does not rain for a long time, maybe 1 year or 2 years, that region will experience a drought. Now in that region the water level falls in the rivers, wells, lakes, bunds and dams. You can see here the wells, lakes and dams, they are dried up. Some places they are getting dried up also because of the evaporation. And children, when this condition prevails, when the famine happens in some wherever the place is, the human and animals in that place, they suffer a lot. They are suffering from the scarcity of water. There is no water for the agriculture, and this condition is termed as famine. You can also say that famine is a natural disaster because it is happening due to the nature. And when a famine or drought happens, the grain and the fodder becomes very scarce during the famine. You can say, you must have seen children, or you must have heard also, because of the famine the peoples are getting migrated, how the peoples are suffering, or how the animals in that area they are suffering. You must have heard in the different regions. So people, they have to face a very, what you can say, lot of hardship. They are not getting the food to eat, or they are not getting water for the agriculture. Even the animals and plants in those parts also suffer. Now if the famine or the drought happens in some area, the government, they are taking some steps temporarily to move the people and animals from that place. And that temporarily steps which are taken by the government, they are called as camps, relief camps, you can say, famine relief camps. Now the government, they are moving the people from that place to a safer places where the camps are being set up, and where they can get food, water, and the animals can also get fodder. So the government is moving these people into the relief camps. Also the fodder camps are also set up to take care of the domestic animals. You can see here the fodder camps, the next picture, they are being set up to take the care of domestic animals. So now you have seen, because of the famine or drought, the people, the animals, the plants, they have to face a lot of hardship. That's why it is very, very important to save water. Now saving water can be done of the rainwater also, because the rainwater we are getting in plenty, and if we will save the rainwater, we will not be having any problem in the future. That's why the saving rainwater is very, very important, and that storing rainwater is called as water management. Let me explain you in detail. Now rainwater brings us water again and again. But do we get rain for the whole year? No. We get rain only for 4 months in a year. So if rainwater is not stored, what will happen? We will not have enough water for our daily needs after the rains. That's why children, to meet the whole year's need for water, rainwater must be stopped, or we can say it must be stored. So when it is stopped, it percolates deep into the soil. Percolates means it seeps into the soil. It is going inside the soil and getting stored over there. So as the groundwater storage increases, trees get water, because with the help of roots. Well, this is well enough to get water, and also the land can be cultivated. The water will get enough water, and also the lands and the crops can be cultivated nicely. Now the water management can be done in different methods. Several methods are used to make the rainwater percolates into the soil. Now let's see what are the different methods by which the water can be stored into the ground. The first, you can say that the large dams can be built. Very large dams can be built, because the dams in the dams the huge quantity of water can be stored. But it is not possible that in all places dams can be built. So in that places, the government and the people, they come together, and they are making the reservoirs, small reservoirs. They are forming small reservoirs, and they are building the small counter buildings also. And sometimes to stop the rainwater, the smaller streams, they are constructing the bunds or bhandaras. So these are the different methods by which the water can be allowed to seep into the soil and can be stored. You can say the water can be stopped, so that in future we can get the water after the rain. Now in some places, wells are dug into the river beds to allow water to collect them in the rainwater falling, and so that the rainwater which will be going inside the well will be stored, or it will be going into, yes, percolating into the ground and can be stored inside it. Also the rainwater falling on the roof of the house is drained into a large tanks placed beside the buildings, and they can be stored in those tanks. Sometimes those tanks can be built below the ground also. So using all these methods help us to store water as much as possible. It is very important, children, to use water carefully and to stop the rainwater from flowing away, to make it seep into the ground and to collect into the tanks. So these are the different methods which we have studied to manage the water. Hence we can say that taking steps to ensure that rainwater will be available even in the period after the rainy season is called as water management. So this during the rainy season, no doubt the 4 months we are getting the rainwater, but we need to stop that rainwater, the extra rainwater, so that after that 4 months also, or maybe sometime if there is scarcity of water, we may get enough water for our daily needs. So children, we have completed the lesson. See to that you are reading the lesson carefully, nicely, thoroughly from the textbook. Also write the notes which I am providing after this lesson. So children, take care. Thank you. Bye.